The member from Algoma Manitoulin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First, I would like to take this opportunity to highlight that tomorrow is, again, Meet the Miners Day here at Queen's Park. It is a great opportunity to meet people in the industry and learn of their ongoing projects and the importance and contributions of the mining in our country and in our great province. Over the last few years, I've had the opportunity to tour many mines across Ontario and brought the industry's concern back here to the legislature, to our caucus and to our leader. Mining plays such an important role in our economy. It fuels cities and drives employment. As many of you know, as MPP for Algoma Manitoulin and also critic for Northern Development in Mines for the NDP party, so many of our constituents across this province we represent, so many of our families I know, and so many of the workers in our communities work in the mining industry and resource development. I look forward to meeting with many of you at your reception and over the coming months and years as we work together. I encourage all my colleagues here at the legislature to welcome the many delegations that will be going through our offices and also to come by and enjoy the evening. While the mining industry makes enormous contributions in many sectors in our society, we often hear that the struggles they are facing. Year after year, we hear of your struggles of inadequate infrastructure, lack of framework, and high energy costs, making it difficult to operate in this province. With the government's plan to sell off Hydro One, I have no doubt the mining industry is concerned for what this will mean for the future investment, operations, processing, and manufacturing opportunities. After a lack of action on the Ring of Fire and countless other mining projects in our province, and a vague announcement of creating a development corporation, this Liberal government gave itself a deadline of 60 days to create that corporation that was to include partners in industry and in First Nations. What government produced in order to meet its self-imposed deadline was a board comprised of 5 government bureaucrats sitting at a table all by themselves. I really haven't seen anything else coming forward from this corporation. On a more positive note, Mr. Speaker, New Democrats are encouraged that the government is accepting the recommendations of the Mining Health and Safety Review. We, alongside the United Steelworkers and the group Mining Inquiry Needs Everyone's Support, have been front and centre calling for major changes on how mines in Ontario are regulated and made safe. Changes that will improve safety in the mines are welcome, but there are 11 deaths since 2007. Another 7 last year. And last week, the death of Richard Pujol at the Glencore Nickel Rim is a stark reminder that toughened rules that may prevent injuries and death in the future are badly needed and long overdue. This government has failed to bring industry together. They have failed to bring First Nations together. The facts speak for themselves. Industry are unable to continue working under these conditions. Some have left, taking good jobs with them elsewhere. Other companies are fighting our own government in our court system. When it comes to First Nations, the minister claims it reached a historic agreement with the chiefs of the Mattawa Tribal Council that lays the groundwork for future discussions. Meanwhile, Mattawa chiefs have publicly expressed concern that the provincial government is violating this agreement when it excludes them from the Development Corporation Board and is not consulting them on mining permits in the Ring of Fire. Despite these facts, the minister says his government is proud of the work they have accomplished so far. Northerners, First Nations, and industry, Mr. Speaker, need less rhetoric from this government and more action to get shovels in the ground in the Ring of Fire and across the vast mining potential projects that we have in Ontario. Thousands of jobs for communities across the north depend on it. I thank industry folks for coming to meet up with us. My colleagues and I look forward to meeting with you, your colleagues, and supporting your projects, and working together to create the much-needed jobs this province needs and I thank everyone for joining and coming out to meeting the miners tomorrow.
Thank you.